Hi there. Good morning. It's Easter. Happy Easter. Last night about 1:30 in the morning, Daisy, who sleeps with me, with Bernie, in that room right there, started barking and going off really crazy. So I got up, looked out the window, and there was a white dog running around here, chasing Dave around. So I hurried up and came outside and said, hey. And then I heard another dog barking in the back. So I went in the back, and there was another dog harassing Cha-Cha. Oh, time to get up. Who was laying in her usual spot. And it was a husky, black and white husky. So I harangued him, called him, finally got him to come to me. And they both had harnesses on rather than collars, and one of them had a leash that it was dragging. The white one did. So I had a hold of them both. I took the end of the leash and tied it onto the husky's collar or harness. So then I held it in between, and got him to come around to the front of this house, the big house, and got him to jump up on the porch, brought him in, and since I don't live in here, I had this bathroom available, so I brought him in the bathroom and put him in here, got him some water, and went over and got some food for him, fed him, got a couple milk bones, gave him a couple milk bones, and I got Bernie's little pillow, his little, what is that thing? I don't know. Pillow-like thing that I got for him to lay on, and a blanket, and brought it over, put it in there for him so they could hang out overnight. Then I took my truck and drove up and down the road, around the neighborhood a little bit, see if I could spot anybody like driving slowly, looking for dogs, or somebody walking, since one had a leash on it. Didn't find anybody, so came back home. Got up this morning and drove looking for maybe somebody had put up a sign, lost dogs or something. I didn't see anything. Went up to the feed store and asked Denise if maybe she knew somebody. Actually, first I went to a house up down the road that I had seen a lady who was out trying to get her dog back in. I thought it might have been this white one. So I went and knocked on her door, and no, it wasn't her. She had a little white dog, but it was a little white dog. So I thanked her, gave her one of my cards, told her about my YouTube channel. And then I drove off and went up to the feed store and talked to Denise. Asked her if she may know who owns these dogs. Here, let's get in here. And she didn't, but she said she'd go online and see lost dogs. And I said, okay, thanks. And I went to the dog grooming shop right there and asked them if they may know. They didn't, but that's okay. And then I called Roxanne, who owns Pets Are Precious. 104th and Canyon Road. What? 104th and Canyon Road. Huh? Open 7 days a week, except Easter and the other major holidays. 9:30 to 5. Call for an appointment anytime. Get your dog groomed. Or stop in anytime between 9:30 and 5, and she'll cut the dog's toenails for $5. Tell her Mike sent you. So I texted her and asked her if she knew who might happen to own these, because she knows a lot of people that bring their dogs in. And so I left it at that. But they may have chips, and so Denise suggested I get a hold of a vet. And she looked up on her phone, and South Hill Veterinarian was up 112th Street on South Hill, so I drove up there. And of course it was Easter, so they were closed. I was going to see if I could borrow their chip reader or something, so I didn't have to bring these little rascals up there, but they were closed. So I went back home and went on Facebook and looked up lost pets or whatever it was, and Pet Boost came up. And just a minute before I had gone on, a post was posted with the pictures of these two dogs. and it said, I lost my babies, and their children, my kids are going to be heartbroken having to spend Easter without them. And she gave kind of a description of where it was, but it didn't give the full address, just for security's sake and privacy. So it had an email address, so I emailed it. It was a Paw Boost ID number email that, you know, ended up getting to the owner. But I emailed, "I have your dog." Then I got an email back a few minutes later, and she says, "Really? Thank you. Something." And I said, "You're welcome." And then, so I put my phone number down in my next email back, and then her husband gave me a call. Oh, part of what she had said is they escaped from her husband. And so her husband called me just a little while ago, and he said, "I understand you may have my dogs." And I said, "It's not that I may have them." And he said, "Oh, dude." He said, and I could tell he was crying. I said, "Hey, man, you're making me cry." And he said, "I'm a Marine." He said, "I don't want my autistic son to see me like this." And I said, "Oh, man, that's okay." So we talked for a few minutes, and gave him my address, and waiting for him to show up. Huh? I'm waiting for him to show up so you can go see your people. Huh? Won't that be nice? Yeah, that will be nice. Okay. You can thank Daisy for that. Thank Daisy for spotting you. Yeah, because I was sleeping. She woke me up. Okay. What a team, huh? You doing okay? So anyway, I fed him, gave him water last night, and then I gave him a couple milk bones, and there's the bed that I let him sleep in. So there you go. I'm going to go out and wait for the dude to come. Okay, you guys wait here. Okay, bye now. Anyway, that's kind of heartwarming, you know what I'm saying? Bye now.